All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have another one of my drinking videos, although this time I'm using up some Coke that I was drinking with something I purchased for a review. For those of you who are new to this channel, I am Richard. I am a food blogger. I have many things, like these here, that I purchased for review. They now sit around my house. I am trying to use them up, but I am also a diabetic, so I can't just sit there and pound beverages all day. So I've decided to use them in these videos in order to use them up slowly, but at a higher rate than I was using them up. In addition, for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, today I have one of my psychological, or why do I keep saying that? Philosophical questions, of which I have a list of 250. I believe this is somewhere in the 40s. And this question is, how does personal freedom add to or detract from society? Well, I'm an American. In America, we have freedom of speech. Freedom of speech was considered an important core of our society. It's one of the reasons we say that we live in a free society. We're part of the free world, where you can have the liberty to say whatever you want, even if you know it's a lie, even if you know it's not true, and it offends people. The limitation of that freedom of speech is the point wherein that speech invokes violence. Car. If you're getting to the point where you're pissing people off, you got to stop talking. But that's the world we live in. So, one of the things about this is it gives us the ability to be a more intelligent people. Because there are things that have been considered unpopular that are now facts. You know, there was a time in America where you couldn't talk about homosexuality unless you wanted to wind up dead. There are places in America where if you say something bad about the Bible, you're going to get hurt. But these are places where these things are still against the law. It's not like North Korea, where if you say something bad against the government, they imprison you and your family. So here's the thing. In places where freedom is common, we tend to see a more robust and stable economy. This economy is not completely stable, but from what I hear, in places where this freedom does not exist, well, starvation is common. Like North Korea. There was a joke about Russia. Russia does not have freedom. It's not part of the free world. Even now, they're still a communist country. And one of the things that they said is, this couple, they're having their anniversary. And the wife says, I'd like you to buy meat. I'd like to have meat for our anniversary. I don't care what kind of meat. You could be pork or chicken or beef or whatever have you. So the man goes to the store and he says, is there any meat to buy? And the people at the store say no. And the man, of course, he's Russian and he's not very happy. So he makes big scene and they call police. Police are everywhere in Russia. And the policeman comes up to man and say, "Comrade, this is not like the old days where we would take you in back and shoot you for this. But believe me, you should settle down. Would hate to take you into jail. And the man goes back home to his wife, and she says, so they were out of meat? And the man says, is worse. They were out of bullets. That is a world without freedom. When they say meat, it's what's for dinner, the average American can afford meat. We live in a wonderful country. Not a perfect country by any means. But I'm happy that we can afford meat. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on the matter. I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I'm Richard. Hey, Astro, did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Yeah, Nance, I heard the food was good, but it had no atmosphere. Now that was a corny joke, but you know what isn't a joke? A clean environment. And this channel will buy one of these bracelets I'm holding from 4Ocean for every 1,000 subscribers it gets. So you should comment, like, and subscribe. Support us so we can support a better world.